Don't grip the paddle like that. Focus on the grip as a key point. Never think about it this way. First of all, we need to ensure our movement structure. Our standard technique is executed correctly. What comes first and second? We need to match the rhythm. What is rhythm? When the ball comes, the nodding point the coach always mentions is the high point where you strike. For every ball, find this point. The grip adjustment comes later. Step by step, step by step. First, execute the movement correctly, okay? Often, everyone doesn't need to overemphasize the grip. Let me tell you, if you can only push the ball now and haven't practiced, if you want to practice brushing, what you should do now is use your forearm to slightly angle the paddle, then use your forearm to perform the motion and feel how the rubber brushes against the ball forward. Okay, if you already have this foundation, you can add a bit of finger and wrist action. Look at us. Random live streams can't be started carelessly. That's absolutely right. Everyone, we need to utilize our wrist. This twisting motion, which part should you use to twist the wrist? Use your thumb and index finger. Feel these two, thumb and index finger, and the webbing between them, these 3 points. To grip the paddle's rubber, use the rubber. The entire feeling of gripping the rubber. To twist the paddle slightly. Twist steadily. Don't grip too tightly. Use about 30 to 40% of this force to twist forward. 30 to 40% twisting force. Use this drilling motion to brush the ball. Actually, just add this to your brush technique, and it's enough. The wrist doesn't need to move much. Don't think the wrist must move a lot. Just a little. We just use this bit during the entire contact with this process of contacting the ball. So the contact includes a twisting brush. This creates spin and trajectory. Only then can you feel the brushing and trajectory. I'm getting into too much detail. Let me summarize. As for your entire motion, if you say your wrist is used there, as long as it's not applied to the ball, it's useless. If not applied to the ball, it's useless and won't produce spin or trajectory. You won't feel the brush either. You're just adding wrist to your motion, not applying it to the ball. All of this, the core of this moment, must be applied to the ball. This is the key. That's why many people use it in the motion, not on the ball. So you don't feel the real brushing. This brush sensation, or the feeling you do get, makes you feel something's off. Always a beat too early or late. Either too fast or too slow, right? Now, you can also think of it this way. No need to accelerate. Just a slight twist of the wrist when gripping. A tiny grip adjustment gives you a rolling sensation. Roll it, grip it, and guide it. It's the opposite, right? To twist a cap, you press and turn. This is just pressing and turning. In reverse. Imagine, the bottle is upside down, and you twist it this way. That's the feeling to apply. It makes sense. Use it to twist your paddle. It makes sense. Because why? Look, if you force it. If I forcefully collide the paddle with the ball won't spin, right? But if I twist it, oh, see, I twist it. Doesn't the ball spin? But I can't twist the ball with my hand. I have to use the rubber. How with the rubber? Twist it with the rubber. Twist the ball with the rubber. Use the wrist and fingers to twist the paddle's rubber. Won't the ball spin then? Spin. Spin. With spin, there's brushing, right? And thus stability, right? So, what do I do with my wrist and fingers? Grip the ball, twist the paddle, and brush. Right, then, what does my entire forearm do? The forearm acts as the framework. For the contact, stabilizing with the elbow, I ensure the motion isn't erratic, all over the place. Otherwise, your stroke will feel off. Right, for strokes, for different feelings. How to fix that? I need to stabilize my motion. How to stabilize it? My forearm and elbow act as a support, like a lever's fulcrum. The support is the lever. We use them to assist. For example, when I brush, my elbow can move and my forearm slightly. Tucks in a bit, right? Then, on release, I pull back slightly. That's the feeling. Use this to control. Have you ever played with a folding fan? That half-open fan feeling. Use the fan's base as a pivot point. Use it as a support, like the fan. Snap it open, right? Look, if I tuck my elbow, it's still a fan, but without support, right? Understand? When it extends slightly, it's a fan. And your forearm stabilizes the motion. The motion's direction is steady. Then, what do the wrist and fingers do? They slightly grip the ball. twisting the paddle to brush. This is the brush stroke. Now, watch me. I'll demonstrate a normal brush. See if it feels like this. First, observe my entire motion. If I brush 10 balls, they're all the same motion, same motion. My elbow is very stable, and my forearm is steady. Only at contact, my wrist moves slightly, adding brush to grip the ball. Then, with the ball gripped, I twist forward. My forearm extends slightly. Actually, brushing is easy. Why? Because brushing uses topspin and can borrow force. And it's less likely to go into the net. Right. Most of you probably struggle with finally, rolling the ball. Like Coach Finn said, the bottle cap twist, grip the ball, add spin, and control it onto the table. That's very well said. Everyone, do you understand the backhand brush? If you do, type understand. First understand, then first understand. If you feel you understand, type understand in the chat. Now, I'll share a practical tip. This tip, you should apply to yourself. What's a practical tip? Look, when I do a backhand brush, beforehand, my elbow points where? Your elbows. This protruding bone. The pointed part. When I brush, where does it point? Is it toward the right side of my body? Yes, right? Yes, to the right. After brushing, where does it point? Toward the back of my body. Use this direction. The elbow's direction, when it's to the right. My forearm is coming sideways. When it turns here, your forearm naturally moves forward, so use it to rotate. Stabilize with the forearm to keep the motion consistent. Focus on the elbow. The elbow tip, can I think of it this way? The paddle's logo initially faces this way. After brushing, it faces this way. Yes, that's the feeling. The paddle's logo too. The logo's position. But some move their wrist more, so it might vary. But generally, it's like this. It can also act as a support. Like the elbow, but the elbow is fixed. Your elbow, when pointing right, my forearm is to the right. When I move forward, it follows. When I turn it, my elbow naturally returns. See? You're absolutely right. Draw a quarter circle, like, let me explain. A quarter circle is half a rainbow. Half a rainbow. The motion is like half a rainbow. Use this point to draw the quarter circle. It becomes a very natural motion. Don't rely on the hand to draw it. Look, if I use my hand as the center to draw, it's pushed out. Many use the hand and paddle as the center. The center of gravity is all above. Here, this is entirely wrist-driven. The wrist pushes out the circle. If it doesn't align, there's no feeling. I'm referring to the shake hand grip. The center of gravity. Remember, for backhand drive or push, your entire center of gravity must not be on the fingers or wrists forward force. Don't rely on them for the motion. Use your entire forearm for the complete motion. Then, focus on this core contact feeling. Here, at wrist and fingers. During this, just before contact, my wrist, index finger, and thumb, twist the paddle slightly, gripping and twisting, grip and twist. This is a very vivid explanation. Never use fingers and wrist to forcefully grip, not gripping or stopping, but twisting. Yes, that twisting sensation. Because, look, a common issue you have is this. Your usual grip on the ball. This misunderstanding of gripping. What does it feel like? On contact, when I mention gripping or stopping, everyone stops, and the ball is directly pushed out. Look, it's like this. How? Why do I point out? You can only watch the live stream through the window. Please tell me why. It's not visible right away. I don't know either. Look at your grip. Often, it's like this. Right. See, I'm gripping too. Maybe my motion. If I do it normally. What is this? This is my gripping issue. For example, if I contact the ball normally. What kind of grip is this? Haha, what's this? See, I'm gripping the ball. It can produce some spin, but it looks awkward. I can't control it. Why? Does anyone know why? Why? Pushing the ball, someone said it's pushing. Or my feeling is, Gripping for the sake of gripping. Too obvious. Actually, the ball is like a button. Remember, gripping is a process, not a single action. If you turn stopping and gripping into one, the moment you grip, the ball is gone. Because once you grip, with a bit of brushing, you grip too tightly, then the ball is pushed out, just pushed. It's not a process. You need to feel the entire gripping process. Think of it as not pushing forward. Giving force to the ball. Use all your force to grip the ball. Twisting it. Keeping it on the rubber as long as possible. Can you keep the ball on the paddle indefinitely? Can you? No one can, right? It will leave on its own. Just grip it. Twist and hold it. Let this process allow me to naturally execute the motion. What's the feeling? The ball leaves only after I finish the motion. This is gripping. Yours is pushing the ball out. Even if you don't want it to leave, it does. So, find this feeling, grip and twist. Then the ball leaves. This is gripping. Now, watch. This reminds me of a cartoon. Haha. Look. Do you feel it? Do you? The motion finished before the ball leaves. Yes. This is gripping the ball. Yes. Right. I'm not forcefully pushing the ball. To move forward, I naturally execute. My forearm's half circle has forward force. I don't need to force it. To move forward, I just naturally execute. Grip the ball as long as possible. It will leave naturally. Look at this topspin's trajectory. How does it look? How to judge it? First, it's higher than the net. Second, after crossing, it dips. Crossing and dipping. Won't it land on the table? Isn't this stability? Earlier, I explained this gripping sensation, the backhand brush feeling. Remember a key point. That, don't deliberately add forward force. This is crucial. Don't intentionally force it forward. Right. Grip it. Find this gripping sensation. Then, don't force it forward. Let it naturally. Follow your natural motion. It will leave naturally. Feel this natural release. Adjust to this natural feeling. This is key to the brush technique. Why most struggle with backhand brushing is gripping the ball. For example, if it's 1 second, and you only grip for 0.3 seconds, you push it out, you rush it. So you never feel this solid, spinning, gripping sensation. Why? Because you push it out too soon. You're the one pushing it. We don't push it out. It leaves when it's ready. Can you think of it as holding it? Keeping it on the paddle. If you say hold, well, you must continuously grip and brush. Twisting it, you can't truly hold it. Yes, aim for this holding feeling, but your hand can't stop. It naturally continues forward. Yes, delayed release, you're right. We want delayed release, longer grip time. Isn't delayed grip time often mentioned, right? That's the feeling.